So hey guys, it's Leo. We're back again another week. Feeling a bit sick, and yeah, to be honest, I've been sick this entire week since the last upload, since on Sunday must have been. It's the controllables versus uncontrollables. Basically, what I'll just be mentioning in this video is that there are going to be controllables and uncontrollables in your life, and I think I was kind of in that boat where I was kind of stressing about the uncontrollables in my lives, and I didn't realize that, and that's just more like a mental space that I'd had to keep up with, even though I couldn't change in my environment. I guess one thing is like who I interact with. I didn't really have that much of an intent, and I just kept on getting dragged back like a rubber band back into my old habits, and it didn't really help in terms of my progression. I always got back to the same bad habits, and an example of the bad habits would have been gaming. Like, I definitely consider gaming is one of the stuff that definitely was not a good habit in terms of that to kind of keep. I'd say not good in terms of that. It's just, it kind of wasted a lot of my time when I could have been doing, I don't want to say more productive things, but kind of just things that would lead to my goals and like ambitions and such. I almost spent a long time throughout high school till now playing, but like I mentioned, I think it's good to have those times, because if I didn't, I don't think I'd be the person I am today. So I'm actually quite grateful. Not to say like, I think I still really enjoyed the times when I was there, but I guess it's just a different phase of myself, to be honest. Like, I think one thing that video games does really well is it kind of replicates all of the like good emotions. Like, it's like working together as a team, the dopamine, making like leveling up, but in the virtual setting, which honestly I think a lot of people can relate. It can be very stimulating and also very addictive. Like, with all these games which are designed to kind of suck you in, I definitely don't blame myself. But at the same time, now I'd say it's really hard. I've actually put a big step in terms of, like I mentioned, that in terms of the controllables, I've definitely toned down a lot in terms of my usage, I guess. My usage and also my consumption is the word I'm looking for, of gaming, which is honestly really good. I'd say occasionally I do sometimes just watch some of the stuff, but I've been pretty clean. I've made a kind of like a commitment to myself not to touch any games, because I know I'm one of those people where if I get addicted, I get hard addicted. I'm literally like, as my friend would have said, like, I think we were talking about this at the office, at work. It's like, we're pretty much like hard addicts when it comes to like consumption of things, which is not good. That's why I kind of stick away from the other stuff. But I guess in terms of that too, the main topic for today, I guess, controllables. They're just stuff that are uncontrollable, like how people think about you, which honestly, like, I think I used to care a lot about a lot more. I think to a degree I still care to a certain amount, which I'm trying to work on to not care as much, because at the end of the day, like, it doesn't really matter what people say, to be honest. Like, I kind of already pretty much, I'd say 70, 80 or 80% within that range, on and off, kind of like don't really care about what kind of people say anymore. I guess it's different between like constructive criticism. Like, I'm happy to I'm trying to make sure that, I differentiate the difference between like constructive feedback and just like overall just people like everyone's thoughts and opinions, like, to be honest. But yeah, I think it's taken quite a long time to kind of change from that, to be honest. But yeah, I think one of the controllable things, mentioning off environment, I guess the stuff that I do nowadays, to be honest, like the stuff like such as I'd say situational wise, like what I eat and my mood and everything. I think that's changed a lot. I remember before it was pretty horseshit, like it was pretty bad. I was eating honestly alright, but I think ever since I been eating a lot better and training, it's definitely made me a lot more happy and also optimistic, I feel like. Because I feel like before, back then, I probably wasn't like always, I'd say, the happiest. I think it's also to do with physique too, but ever since I did like adjust kind of what is it called? Ever since I did change a lot of my habits to a lot more fulfilling habits, I feel like I have gotten a better control over my life. Especially gaming used to be a big thing where I used to do it too much and I just could not quit. And I think it's just, I wasn't willing to quit, as well as like I wanted to quit, but like I didn't commit to it. I was like, oh yeah, I'll quit, and then it's like the same like analogy where the smoker is like, oh yeah, I'll just keep smoking and like I'll quit one day, I can quit anytime. But to be honest, I was hard addicted to gaming. But I'd like to say now I've actually reclaimed some of my mental space and will from gaming. But other than that, I'd say, yeah, like what's the good things like about that too, which got me thinking a lot, was also like the controllables. I also feel like I stress a lot about the stuff that I can't control, and it's just because I'm honestly like just an overthinker, and I'm trying not to be. I'm trying to work on it, honestly, because I feel like there's a lot of limitations. I still think about the past quite a bit, which is over amplified. Must just be because it must be trauma or some shit, to be honest. Like I feel like, but I want to get over it, so I'm gonna figure out some ways to kind of combat that. And also, I know it will always be there, but I just want to try working on that and kind of just get better at it. And when I say get better, I'd say my goal is to kind of heal that trauma. I feel like the trauma is still there to a good degree. Like I'd say it's pretty bad. I'd say to it. Yeah, like my overthinking sometimes just honestly I think restricts me from achieving some of the goals I want to do now, which is kind of what I was trying to get at, but wasn't sure about what the words were, to be honest. But yeah, other than that, I think that's pretty much it. I've kind of run today. Hopefully I get better. Been recovering, having a lot of medicine, rest and such, so mainly just got work too, to be honest. Besides that, I'm gonna practice more of potentially. I did want to potentially plan out some of the videos a bit better, but yeah, I just thought I'd punch in like a quick take, I guess, a quick one today, just so you know, just had some time anyhow. And yeah, I'd say just mainly kind of to document my thoughts, and also I think it's kind of what I was thinking about right now. So it's kind of like a lot more raw in terms of my thoughts. Like, to be honest, it's like I know like a part of me, it's gonna be quite hard, honestly, and quite uncomfortable, because I'm gonna be confronting, I'd say, one of my, I don't want to say least, but like it's one of the stuff that kind of I want to get rid of. It's just the fact that I'm quite anxious and overthinker, I think, is more, but that kind of goes hand in hand. And I just think about stuff too much and too illiterate, so I need to be more in the present, I'd say. That's why some of the stuff that I did post was stuff that I was working on too, and hopefully to, just get better at. And yeah, I'd say that's pretty much it for what I want to say for today, and I'll catch you around in the next one. Cheers.